Today, oxtails and southern grits.
Can we
Yellow
just
rice.
pause? Can we just say like how hard it is for me to sit here and have this with you, and I'm smelling all of this. I mean,
You
this
ain't never lied.
aroma.
You ain't never
I'm
lied. I just need
telling
to. You're right about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh my gosh. But I'm gonna tell you what Chef did though. See
What
me, see me. Most people put oxtails on white rice. I call myself being fancy. Or I call myself take another lot, not taking it up another notch, and I put it on yellow rice. But Chef says she gonna stun on us. She doggone did oxtails and grits. She trying to
baby?
stun on people, man. Hey, I'm gonna have to kick you off my show. You can't be doing me like that. This is my show.
Let me tell you, I'm all the way from the South, Memphis, Tennessee, to be exact. And where I come from, we eat our grits, and we don't do nothing crazy and put no sugar in it. We do salt and pepper. So let's just
That's
distill
right.
that first, okay? So, and I put them on the grits because they make me feel good, y'all. Every morning, we eat grits. Food in general, right? Sometimes it's nostalgic. You know how a smell can bring you back to a place, to a better time or this or that. So when I eat grits, when I smell grits, right, it takes me back to a good space. So I knew that I had to bless this plate with these grits. I knew that this was going to taste like
Mm,
mm, a big old hug. Oh, and I can't
mm.
wait. Can I get this hug? Come on, Kelly, can I get this hug?
I know, man. When I think of grits, first thing come to my mind. First word, if I think of any word, is grandma. That's what I think about when I hear the word grits. Grandma, man. Like you said, that love right there. So you braised them. Now, what's the next step? Like how did you make these oxtails?
But so after I braise them, you know what I'm saying? I got a nice sear on either side and kind of all the way around. I removed them from the skillet. Now I got my cast iron. That thing's still hot. Now I'm starting to go with my aromatics. Y'all, let's see,
Mm,
I did green onions. Now, again, y'all, oxtails, yes, I kind of had a recipe going, but sometimes you may not have everything, and it's okay to not have everything, right? But you just gotta use what you got. So I opened up my drawers and I had some green onions, I had some tomatoes. I had a can of tomatoes. I was putting things together, right? When you know your palate, then you're like, okay. I braised them, had some green onions, chopped them up, sauteed them. Now, y'all, this is the important part. This is your other piece of love, right? So all of my spices, my curry spices, my onion powder, anything that I had granulated, I went on and tipped that in there. So now you see me sauteing that. I'm toasting these spices, right? I'm building that flavor. This is just developing that other flavor complex profile. Once I got my seasonings nice and toasted, then I added my tomato paste. The tomato paste is what's gonna give you that body. That's gonna help. You know what I'm saying? That thing gonna stand up. And then I put the tomato paste in there and the tomatoes, y'all. And oh, I had some aromatics as well, y'all. I did parsley and cilantro, right? Or coriander if it's. Cool tip. Don't just use your leaves, especially when we're doing something like this and we're stewing. Kelly, it's so much flavor still in the stems, right? So for
mm.
me, I chopped up the stems from the parsley and the cilantro. I put all that in my pot. Now here come the star of our show, that Caribbean jerk. So I use the Caribbean jerk. Oh, you
Pause,
want to say
pause,
something?
pause,
What's up?
pause.
What's up? What's up?
So you use you use jerk sauce in your oxtails?
I use your Caribbean. I use Kelly's King of Foods Caribbean jerk. Wait. Where my bottle at, y'all? It ain't too far. It ain't too far. It might be too far. Hold
My
on.
God. So, and actually, I saved this for the show. When she told me she was, I mean, I know these are my products and all, and you could buy, your own jerk sauce from the stores if you want to buy your own jerk sauce from the stores, cool. But when she told me, she used some smoke rub. Okay, I get it because that's the same thing as browning and brown sugar or whatever. But when she said my jerk sauce or some jerk sauce, I'm like, okay, that's a okay, chef, if you say so. But then when she dropped me off a doggone a plate of it, the sample, I was like, yo, like the aromatics are off the chain, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I tried my best, but I did a little, I did a little bit of that. I was like, whoa. Whoa, like
Oh,
she.
so can I get a sip? Can I have me a little taste in too?
Whoa! But you cheated a little bit though. You taste a little bit yourself, and she
Mm-mm.
cheated too. She having it with grits, man. But I
Mm-mm.
ain't gonna lie. But I just had to stop you there because that's shit. So excuse my language, but some oxtails with some jerk sauce, and I'm about to taste them. Like you about to taste them, and it's really this is a really dope experience because I I really thought that oxtails was really made maybe two ways, Southern style and the Caribbean style. And then the Jamaicans they have, but really Southern and Caribbean. I thought those were the two ways until I did further research, and also when I started talking to you. But anyways, continue.
Well,
Huh?
yes, yes. The Caribbean jerk is like that Caribbean jerk sauce is kind of a nice blend of it. It's the island flavor, but you can tell, you're a Southern boy at heart, and you put that a little bit of love in that bottle too, and it worked perfectly, y'all, for the oxtails. And the vinegar that's in that Caribbean jerk, that's really
Yeah.
what helped to tenderize it. So I didn't have to add no extra vinegar, nothing to tenderize it. I just poured that just enough of that Caribbean jerk just to kind of get, my mirror pot kind of creamy because I wanted it to be gravy. Remember, I'm having this thing over grits. So when I got it just where I wanted to, I re-added back my oxtails. I threw mine in the crock pot. Y'all, if y'all, you know what I'm saying, Chef, she a busy girl. Y'all be booking her. You feel me? So I had to put mine in the crock pot and go about my way. But if you have the time, put that thing on the stove and just let it chill on low for about 4 or 5 hours. Make sure you're stirring it, right? If you notice that your liquid start to get a little bit low, add you a little bit more of that Caribbean jerk. From
Mm,
one bottle, from one bottle of Kelly's Caribbean jerk, for 4 pounds of oxtails, I used maybe 3/4 of a jar. So it was just enough that I needed. And I really enjoyed how, I could smell it, y'all. And I know it's gonna be bomb when I taste it, because I tasted a little bit of Caribbean jerk. I could taste the fruit and I could taste the ginger. I could taste the pine, I could taste the island in it. So I
mm.
knew these oxtails was gonna be busting. Kelly, please let me eat this. Please let me eat this.
Well, let's eat then, because those oxtails are fire. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.